What's up, Taurus? It's your girl Keli coming at you from the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. So it's been a very snowy and crappy week here, or 2 weeks, and I'm finally back after staying at two different hotels to be close to the hospital. They've decided not to treat the chest infection, so I guess I'm stuck with it. They don't want to create an immunity to the medication. So here I am. I'm back, and sorry about your late reading, but sometimes I have to take care of other things. But anyway, I want to congratulate you guys because you are awesome. You guys actually had 28,000 views, I think, and I haven't looked recently because I forgot my laptop when I went in town. But you had 28,000 views last month. Taurus, you kicked ass. You kicked Aries and Scorpio's ass. Scorpio, last I looked, was 16 and Aries was 13. So your guys, the video's kind of late, so I know, but we'll be doing the same contest. Whoever can get the most views for their sign, I will go into the comments and I will pick somebody and I will write something specific. It will say email in large letters, and I will tell you what to email me in the subject line. I will have different things each time so I know that it's the correct person. Someone was chosen for last month, and last month's reading was given out. So anyway, that's the deal with that. If you need anything, my info is in the box below. And I'm going to stick with this new way of reading, which is telling you what I see while I'm shuffling. I seem to get a great many downloads while I'm doing that. And I feel like you guys are missing out on information. So I'm going to get to work and ask for the collective of Taurus, March 2019. Spirits of old and new, ancestors of old and new with good intention. Please bring me what I cannot see for Taurus 2019. Okay, Taurus, I see a bit of keeping to yourself. Maybe some plans you put into action didn't go exactly as you hoped they would. But I see you keeping a bit to yourself, almost too much. You need to be careful because you're kind of bordering that line of staying in your shadow self rather than accepting it and moving on from whatever it is that caused this. I see you're disappointed with somebody. Now let me do the spiel. Wait, don't let me start without this. All right, so this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus. You can always find a message usually within your first three. If you can't find it there, always check the others because your Venus is the way you love, your Mars is the way you fight, blah, blah, blah. And so you always want to check there. If you're new to cross-watching, if you have a question, please leave the question in a positive manner. People here will be happy to help you, answer you, or, write back about what you're going through, say they're going through the same thing. We have a friendly crowd here. The subscribers here are amazing and very supportive. So if you want to leave a comment, please leave it positively. We don't do negative Nancy very well here. So we'll leave that there. Also know if you are cross-watching that it can come in vice versa. So even though I may say Taurus, it could come in your energy as well. That's why I'm asking, please be respectful on this page. I don't do disrespect, and neither do the subscribers. So that being said, if this reading applies to you, then it applies to you. It can't be for everybody. We know that. I can't read. I have a pretty good skill level. This month is 29 years I've been doing this. And even I can't read everyone on the planet. So if there's no message for you here, don't try to make it fit. Take the pieces that apply, leave the pieces that don't, and, keep it moving. Don't try to take stuff that doesn't fit and put it into your story. With that being said, I'm going to move on. I feel like you're disappointed with somebody, Taurus. And you've been dealing with so much lately. You're kind of just in this hermit mode and you're tired of being disappointed. You really thought with whatever situation this was that things would be different for you. So when I'm looking at this, I feel like this great deal of disappointment. I see the Four of Cups, and I see a great deal of disappointment in this young man's face. Like, I thought this time it would be different, but you're dumping out this cup of love and going to put it with the others as though you've gone through something that you're grateful for the shade from the sun right now. You're grateful just to be under the tree, dumping the cup out and putting it with the rest of them. I feel like you've had enough right now. And unfortunately, you're kind of hanging in your shadow self. And you have to be careful that um, you're not making rash decisions in this moment because you're not seeing clearly. There's a bit of anger here, a bit of resentment, a bit of disappointment, um, frustration. You feel like you've done everything to work it out. Like you've sat down with this person, you've talked to them, and you feel like it just either didn't get through or it's not getting through. And you were hoping with talking to this person that it would change. And it doesn't look like it's going to, but it looks like you're done fighting for whatever relationship this is. Sorry, singles. I never get a singles read. So, and they love to send me love stuff with random work things mixed in. I don't know what to say. Everyone's always saying, well, can you do work readings? And they tell me what they tell me. I ask for the collective energy. They talk about love. I talk about love. They tell me about a job contract. I talk about a job contract. Whatever it is I get, I tell you guys. So, and it looks like you're kind of waiting on this Wheel of Fortune because you're not going to continue to fight for this individual if you're not seeing anything back. I feel like this individual is very brash too, very in the moment, very unreliable. They may mean well, but they say a lot of things that they can't fulfill is what I'm getting, is what I'm hearing, is they say a lot of things and make a lot of promises in the moment that later they realize they can't fulfill. And I feel like there's a disappointment in themselves and a disappointment from you as well, because you were probably one of those people they made promises to and they can't fulfill it. And it looks like you may have somebody here who's involved in the justice system, and a decision needs to be made. Maybe they aren't done with court yet. Maybe they aren't done with court yet. Looks like this person could have a prior issue with overindulgence. I feel like alcohol, toxicity, all of the things that come with that negative behavior pattern with the devil. I feel like this person could have a prior addiction or currently still fighting an addiction of sorts. Yes, it looks like this person tries, but there's a disappointment there, a very big disappointment. And with the justice system involved, it doesn't look great. The moon card is here, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Lover's card, a choice between two. Ten of Wands, and then the Seven of Swords reversed. So, I mean, the visual on this is things that have come up from the past that may be haunting this individual. It looks like prior decisions, and there were promises they made you, hopes that they gave you that they can no longer fulfill, maybe because of this court problem, or because they're overwhelmed and they have too much on their plate. And it seems like this is a pattern with this person, that they do this often. They put too much on their plate, and then it's like they can't handle the juggling of it all, if you will, like the time management of their schedule. and it all just kind of falls apart. And I feel like it's a cycle where they go back to this behavior because it's like they can't handle everything all at once. They've taken on too much, and then it's everything falls apart. And I feel like you really need to take a step back from this person and see it for what it is. It's not just the disappointment. There's half truths there. There's definitely half truths about past sneaky behaviors there that I don't see a third party, but I don't feel as though they've told you the truth in terms of exactly what is going on when you built your foundation with this person. There's more going on behind the scenes than what they've shared with you. And this is really going to put a crack in your foundation. This person, for a very few small amount of you. Now, you need to understand that twin flames don't come around like soulmates do. Twin flames are very rare. So for a small amount of you, you are dealing with a twin flame. You are definitely dealing with a connection from the past. You're definitely dealing with somebody who, excuse me, somebody who is a twin flame. No doubt about that in my mind. Here is the card of the past, the Six of Cups, the Victory, with the Four of Wands, which is my twin flame card. That's the way I see it, is my twin flame card. But there's things that you still don't know, and you're starting to open your eyes to. But I do see the Devil here with Judgment. So, this person is being called out on current behaviors as well as past behaviors of self-destruction type deal. And you feel like you're just kind of floating in the middle of it, Taurus. You're kind of floating in the middle of a cesspool of someone else's shit, and you feel like, they're saying you feel like no matter what you do, you're just stuck in the quagmire, if you will. You're not getting at all what you're putting into it. In fact, this, you may have helped on several levels as much as you could, but now it's just, it's to the point where you're not really getting in return what you're putting in. And it seems, Taurus, you're putting in quite a lot. In terms of, we've got the Page of Pentacles here. There's no real offer coming toward you. There's no real offer here. And then right next to the Page of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this is at the point where it's either, affecting your job or costing you money, or this person has left you with their debt or wants you to pay off their debt. And it's not that they don't have true feelings for you, because there is a King of Cups here. So somebody is feeling true feelings, but at the same time, they're not being 100% with you in terms of they're not being 100% with you in terms of what is going on. And with that, you've got the Star card in reverse. So this is, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like this is somebody who, how are they saying this? What are they saying? Please say that again, one at a time. They love and care for you. There's definitely emotion here. No doubt about it. They love you, but they can't give you what you're wishing for. The only thing they can give you is this knight has very erratic behavior with love. They love you in the way that they know how to, and maybe not the way that you should be. It's like what they know, but they know that this is not what you're wishing for. So I almost feel like this erratic behavior is being afraid to lose their partner because they're not bringing anything to the table right now. And it looks like, Taurus, you guys will be making a choice soon. You're feeling like you want to go back to your safe garden, your garden of life. This is a card of choice, and you're feeling like you want to go back to your single person garden of life and start building and generating and harvesting and, making things better. And you're going to be okay. There's abundance there. You're coming up strong as the Queen of Pentacles. And I say this all the time. So the king and queen are gender neutral. They're androgynous. They have no male or female to them. What's different about them is their energies and the way that they would rule their kingdom. The king rules with a weapon or with fist or with money. So this would be a king that has a lot of money, or a queen. And that's how they rule, is by paying people large amounts to do what they need to do within the kingdom. So this says that, you're going to be okay. You'll be all right. But it's you thinking about really cutting this situation out of your life, because you know that you have an abundant start ahead of you, no matter what. Let's see here. And with that, I mean, there may be, So you're learning the lesson to put up boundaries, is what they're telling me. Is the lesson for you guys this month is really strong, and it's putting up boundaries. I just went through this with Aries and learning how to say, this is what I want in my life. This is what I have to have in my life. This is what I need, and I will not take anything less. So either, people are vibrating at this level, or they're getting Queen of Swords. That's really just how it is. And it was a hard lesson for me because I'd never put up boundaries before, but they're saying that you are probably going to need to put up a boundary here. I feel like this person is kind of showy or something. They're kind of, they want to go out and look good and own nice things, but it's like, you're footing the bill for it or something. They're just very irresponsible. They're very in the moment kind of person. And right now I feel like you're looking to build your stability, but you're looking for stability, and your partner is more trying to figure out what stability is. So you're at like two different levels. This is essentially it. This person is, wanting to come out and show material things and this and that, and you're trying to build. And there's an issue here. When you guys are in contact, it's like the balance isn't there. It's not right. And when you guys are out of contact, it's like your life seems to balance out. And it doesn't really show. Oh, goodness. It's not showing me that this person's really working on anything. They're making the appearance like they're working on something, like they're building a stable foundation with you. But really, these behaviors haven't changed at all. And it's like they don't know how to change those behaviors. And they're not telling the truth about things. I'm telling you, there's something going on behind these curtains that isn't making sense. You've got the Moon card, the card of secrets. You've got a card of, and I mean, this is a major life force. So we're talking about two major life forces, one right after the other. And not, this is a person that wants to come and admire after it's done, but doesn't want to put in the work to do it, or manipulates their way in, because that's what this is looking like. This is the person that shows up after everything's done and is like, oh, look at what I did, or because they're part of the work crew, they show up after it's already done and it's like, oh, look at what I did. It's that kind of person. And this behavior with the secretism, very, very secret. There's other stuff going on here that they're not telling you. And it's getting to the point where it's a burden for you. Because no matter how much you make it known that you're aware of this, it's like you can't seem to talk it out with this person. You can't seem to get the truth. So it's becoming burdensome. It's becoming like heavy for you. I feel like you guys are just really, really heavy. There's no offer made. Like, the messenger got lost here. I don't see any offer of long-term commitment of, building and growing and being together. There's nothing there. Like, this dude is just off admiring his pentacle while you're sitting there worried about all of this shit. This guy's off admiring his pentacle. It's almost like the person who puts a car in your credit and then goes off and drives around with other people in it. Like if you have a girlfriend and you get her a car and, she gets in the car and goes off and drives around with other guys, showboating the vehicle or driving around or whatever, that kind of thing. And this is you over here just stressed out from the situation. And it's saying like, this needs to stop right here, because this person is going to continue to be overindulgent. They're going to continue this cycle of not really bringing anything in. They're telling you that a decision will be made soon. And I'm telling you, here we go. Justice system. We've got the justice system here with the Lovers. So a choice, and then another choice. And the outcome doesn't look so great. Choice, justice system. And this is what I'm looking at as an outcome. This is normally taking a stand for yourself, taking ground, having a leg to stand on and fighting. And this shows backing off, not fighting, like a decision was made and there's really nothing that somebody can do. And I feel like in this situation, there'll be information that comes out that that will clear up this this confusion for you and this devil behavior. So you're going to get information that you didn't have prior. And again, this person is, for very few of you, a twin flame. I've got the King of Swords here too, which is typically my my judge card, because this person very much lives by the law in the upright, with devastation and the Death card. So something's going on here within the legal system. And this could be, like I said, the twin flame thing is definitely for a very, very small number of you. But this court thing could very, very well be for a good number of you. We've got the Judge card here with, and I feel like this may be an old case getting dragged around, because the Five of Cups is in reverse, as though like you've already been through the shock of it. There's no tower moment. There's none of that. It's just, boom, the death of the situation, change. So something may not go in this person's favor because of past behaviors of, overindulgence, having too many things to decide on and dipping into too many cups, or whatever overindulgence that is. So I've been talking for 24 minutes. But I was getting a heavy read on that, guys. I don't know what's going on, or if a lot of you are going through the court system with, I don't see the divorce card there, but I'm sure it would have, justice is there, yes, and judgment, but they weren't together. Typically to me, that says, and the Hierophant I didn't see either. A little weird. Please bring in Taurus energy for March of 2019. Collective Taurus energy, March of 2019 for the Earth sign of Taurus. Let's find out what the dead have to tell us, my dears. Shall we? Oh, they already have a lot to say. Well, guys, things are coming out sideways, and we're going to leave them that way because I do sideways read. However, finding the space for leaving it out may be a problem. Okay. What else do you have to tell Taurus for the month of March 2019? That's pretty heavy, Taurus. That's pretty heavy. You guys are going through some shit. You know, you're going through the legal system. You're going through it and learning to set boundaries, which is really, really difficult. The very first time you have to do it, it's very difficult. But then once you've done it once, you feel like you could, stand up for yourself again. Okay. All right, Taurus, this is just weird. You landed in the sideways position as the Queen of Pentacles. And so I feel like you're kind of really undecided about what you want to do in this moment where this person is concerned and this decision needs to be made. You could go either way right now. You're still trying to figure out what this person brings to your life, what they can continue to bring to your life. So far, you've seen nothing but rough luck or some sort of cycle here that you kind of came into the middle of. And so you're seeing somebody who, this is really weird. I feel like you're definitely seeing somebody that's in the justice system, and this could be for a number of you. That's just what I'm going to say. That's what I keep getting. Because with this is, again, a choice between two, the lovers, and it fell sideways, like as in the decision hasn't been made yet. And then with it fell the Ace of Pentacles sideways. So it's like, whether or not this person is going to be a part of your life is hinging on this decision. You're coming in strong as the Queen of Wands, but you have no idea how to make this person a part of your life right now because it's hinging on, I feel like, a court decision or a decision of some sort. And without knowing what the results are to that decision, you really can't make plans to grow with this person. Whatever's going on here that's holding back, there's information you don't know about it. And that's why you're iffy. That's why you're holding back. You know that you're going to have a fruitful beginning with whatever you do. But you're trying to figure out, is this person going to be a part of it with whatever they have going on? And the justice system is coming in strong here. Very, very strong. This is weird because I normally don't have this many people as a collective that are dealing with the justice system. And then next is the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the way this is set up, and I just noticed what this card said the other day, Dia de Muertos, the day I die, pretty much. And this person is kind of behind bars. So it's kind of showing me like there's a good possibility this person may have to pay the piper for whatever happened. and you walked into the middle of it, and this person now is going to have to face some sort of repercussion for something. And you've put work into this, so you don't really know what to do. You're kind of caught in the middle of it, and your whole top row is sideways, telling me that the dimensions are, bending in the wind right now, depending on some sort of decision. Here, I mean, this is talking about Eight of Pentacles, and all the work you've put into this, that you're wearing this beautiful crown and you're holding out this bag of pentacles that you've been working on. And, you've really been putting work into this. You've been getting your hands dirty. You're inside the thorns, you've been there. And it's the Seven of Wands again. Except it's in the upright. And this is your garden. In this deck, it talks about your garden, your space of peace, your personal space, and that it's grown from a garden to a forest. You've literally spent that time growing and working on it. And you really don't know how this person's going to fit into it because of past behaviors and things that they've done. This is what's tipping those scales up there, is they've been very disrespectful in the past, problems with the law or something like that. But I feel like some of them are going to end up behind bars. And this is just them passing their time, not knowing what else to do. And it came like right in the middle of all the work that you put in. And you're kind of just caught up in the windstorm with that whole, row being sideways is kind of crazy. It all fell out sideways and I left it that way. But this behavior is really bad. It's disrespectful. It's, walking on the bones of your ancestors, of, stepping on people to get what you want, manipulating people to get what you want. And that's a big problem. So, seeing that with this card, and then you're just kind of stuck in the middle of it. You've put all this work into it. And not only that, but the work you've put into it is showing here. You've now got a huge forest, not just a garden. And it's in the upright. So you're standing for your beliefs firm there because you've worked for it. And then I feel like this is the surrounding influence. When I look at the line, the surrounding influence is there's you putting in your work, but then there's this person who's not really bringing anything into your forest. You see over here behind bars and kind of doing their own thing. And if you look at it your way, then you're counting up what you're getting and what they're bringing to the table and what you've brought to the table. And you're getting past behavior like this from them, or current behavior like this from them, just passing through your life. And it's just kind of surrounding you. You've got the 10 of Cups here. And so this person could potentially be everything that you need them to be, but you've apparently got like Romeo and Juliet timing, because all of this is now hanging in the balance. And a decision needs to be made somewhere. Because next to it, you've got the 8 of Cups. So it's literally hanging in the balance of that 9 of Cups, that overindulgence from the past. And I feel like no matter how much you try to show this person that their past behaviors dictated their current situation, or was the catalyst for their current situation, they don't seem to get it. You've tried explaining to them that even though, it might seem, I don't know, what are they trying to tell me? It might seem small or something. Whatever happened may seem small to them, but I feel like a third party situation came into their life or something, and There had to be some threatening, or I don't know, like some, maybe they were caught. This third party situation was caught together. And even though caught with their hand in the bush stealing stuff, still fighting and saying, it's the famous line, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. It's everybody else's fault or something like that. But seeing this third party situation card, it makes me feel like even though they were caught red-handed, they are the type of person that will go out and party and think nothing of it, think nothing of this, think nothing of this situation that they're in, or, think it's insignificant, or I don't know exactly how to explain it. They're not really saying much right now, but to you, it's like, it's major, because this is the difference between your happiness and your walking away. This is the 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness, the little home with the heart, the white picket fence, the happy couple that's perfect together. And this is the card of having to walk away, of wearing a crown of chalices that are so heavy, they're starting to pour out. And you're starting to think to yourself, is it worth carrying all of this that is not mine? Only to get this in return when I've been there for this person and I've trusted them. It's like their debt became your debt. It's very odd. It's just like their situation was imposed on you, or something like that is what I'm getting. And they're just like, nah, well, whatever. And I want to know more about these two cards right here, guys. I'm sorry, but I do. I want to know more about these two cards. I know what these cards hanging in the balance up here are. There's a decision you haven't made yet, and it's not in the dimensions yet for me to be able to see it. So they're not going to show it. So those cards are going to sit in balance. Tell me more about this 5 of Swords and this 3 of Cups, please. Tell me more about this 5 of Swords and 3 of Cups, please. Okay, guys. Whoa. Hold on a minute. I'm already 37 minutes in, and these guys are throwing cards at me. I got an entire story. Hold on. Well, I guess we'll take a quick look at it, but I'm not going to get in depth because a lot of this is the same cards that that we just saw. So I asked to clarify these two particular cards, and an entire book came out. The first thing that came out is the Hanged Man, sorry. The Hanged Man. And as you can see, he's plucked his head off, and he will not go anywhere until he gets the information he needs. But no, the information he needs is through his third eye. He needs a confirmation of what is going on here. He needs some sort of truth. So you need to gain some sort of speculation, some sort of truth about the situation before you're completely ready to move on and make whatever decision this is that you need to make for you. The justice decision, the justice system, they will make their own decision. But for you, it's what's good for you. And it's telling me you're not going to move until you're 100% positive that you have the right information, because Taurus never just walks away without knowing they're positive about being wrong about a relationship. You have the Sun card here. Again, it's like the 10 of Pentacles, but then strength in reverse. It's like this person just takes it all out of you. You work so hard, and it's like they just take it all out of you, and you're exhausted. I feel like you're just exhausted from all of the drama or stress. Then we got the Lovers card here with the Mistress. So not only is all of that a mess, but I see the Mistress card coming in here. And again, a card of decision. A card of decision. with the Queen of Wands on the other side. So we've got the Mistress, literally, a decision, and the Queen of Wands on the other side of this with the Lovers. And this is almost like a double life. Happiness and then strength in reverse. So this is definitely a decision about somebody's mistress here as well to make this situation complicated enough. Let's just throw in a fucking mistress. Right? Right. I feel like I'm playing Clue here. I believe it was that old game of who killed who. Was it that? I think it was. Leave it in the comments if y'all remember that game where it was like, you know, fucking this one killed this one in that room with the Mr. Plum and all that craziness. I think it was Clue. That's what I feel like I'm looking at right now. It's like mistress killed the wife. You know, it's the craziness. To top it all off, in the middle of all this court bullshit that I'm seeing a mistress, indecision, and a wife, or a long-term girlfriend, or somebody that is in the upright that trusts this person. Then I've got the Ace of Pentacles again. So it's almost like you know that you could move on without all of this. You're just trying to figure out if that's the right thing to do for you because you don't know what the hell is going on here. This person is giving you half-truths about stuff. And omitting is fucking lying. And I can't stand liars. So this is going to drive me crazy. So you're over here and you're growing, but this person comes in and keeps taking every time you grow. In they come. And here's the Death card. In they come. And I feel like all these little plants here and all these little coins here disappear, and all these little leaves, they all disappear. And there's nothing left. So you've got the Card of Santa Muerta, the Death card, which also talks about new ideas that you could have. This could be that you're cleaning house for a new business. But I don't feel that way. I feel like this is the end of a situation because this person, their fate is hanging in the balance already. And then you find out that they have a fucking mistress or another girl that they're talking to because they're afraid to get hurt by you. Meanwhile, you've stood by them and, you know, you have this abundant start without them, and they just keep coming in and taking what doesn't belong to them. And I feel like you just get to the point where you're going to put an end to it, to be honest. I'm irritated now. I'm getting your energy and I'm irritated. It feels like a lot. I've been talking for 43 minutes and I'm irritated now. Like I'm really agitated. Like I'm fed up with whatever burden you're carrying. I need to get rid of your energy, Taurus. I'm sorry. But again, if you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. Email me for a full list of services. And remember that the Queen Bee Tarot or Queen Tarot Bee is now under construction. Name changed. And also the list of services will be changing for monthly services. Monthly services have been working out the best for everybody. They're in touch with me once a week for one flat monthly fee, and we'll do tarot, spiritual chat, spiritual guidance, whatever that entails is what we handle once a week when I'm in touch with you. So if that's something you're interested in or a personal reading, hit me up and get those likes and watches up there. Get those views going, guys, because you guys kicked ass last month. So I'm sorry I didn't have something better for you. That was really heavy, really confusing, and I just want to get rid of your energy. I'm so sorry, Taurus. You guys have a wonderful till mid-month. Well, it's kind of mid-month, but I'll be back to do another reading for you guys before the month is out, and we'll see who wins the 1 hour free reading. All right, guys, I'm out. So this is Keli coming at you straight from the Queen Tarot Bee in Boston. Cold, rainy, shitty Boston. Love you guys.